Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. With our new lesson today, Unit 6, Reading, page 66, Traveler 6. Let's see first the pre-reading questions. How would you describe physically fit person? How about a physically unfit person? The physically fit person, you can see him has strong muscles. He plays sports. He can do his exercise. He can do his homework. He thinks well. He does his chore, etc. But the unfit person, I think he is always lazy. He doesn't practice sports. He loves to stay at home, or he loves to be at work all the time. He hasn't time to do sports. List some of your favorite pastimes. Which ones do you think help you stay healthy and fit? There are a lot of things that is favorite for me. In past times, I was playing football every day with my friends. I used to go to the gym. I practice sports. I practice reading, etc. But some of these things are good for me and good for my health. For example, doing sports or walking in a track. This keeps me fit. When I play games all the time with friends or eat junk food like this, it is not healthy for me. What are some things that prevent people from being in good shape? There are a lot of things that prevent people from being in good shape. For example, working all the time. Some people don't like to go out. Some people hate walking. Yes. Let's read and then come to exercise 2. A. Kareem. Kareem, 23, is a personal trainer who offers advice to people who want to get in shape. Most of my clients are looking for the perfect personal fitness program, says Kareem. One that would tone their muscle, build strength and endurance, and get rid of extra kilos, as well as being fun and fulfilling. With some thought and research, anyone can create such a program. Unfortunately, most people are looking for a quick fix, only to lose interest and quit before there is any change in their health. To avoid frustration, you should consider various factors before embarking on a fitness regime. What activity best suits your schedule and lifestyle? Do you prefer structure or flexibility? How can you relate the activity to your interests so that it is not a chore? Do you like to include exercise in your social life, or is it something you prefer to do alone? Finally, once you have chosen something, it is important to do some research and know how the activity will affect your body so you don't end up injured. B. Mark, 18, faces some typical obstacles to getting in shape. I wish I could find time to exercise, but it is really hard, he says. I am in my final year of school. I spend hours studying, and I also work several hours a week. When I have free time, I usually surf the internet. I bought a treadmill a few months ago, but I rarely use it. I have a lot of friends, and we often end up at somebody's house watching TV and eating crisps. He says, I tend to take the easy way out and skip the exercising. Nevertheless, Mark is determined to make some changes in his life. I am a bit disappointed in myself. If I had set a goal and reached it, I would have felt better about myself. Anyway, this summer I decided to join a fitness boot camp. Fitness boot camps are based on the intense physical training that new army recruits receive. However, they are for the average person who wants to lose weight or improve their endurance and strength. I am going to do an 8-week program. Training starts at 6 in the morning and involves jumping jacks, squats, running laps, timed sprints and push-ups between 300 and 400 a session. We have to show up 3 days a week. And if we are late or miss a session, there are consequences. We might get dunked in the lake or have to run extra laps. I'm a bit anxious, but I am already feeling more motivated, says Mark. I am worried about the first day at boot camp, so I am making sure I get more active, walking more, riding my bike, cutting out the junk food. I want to feel prepared. See, Greg. Indeed, it is important to be prepared for any new physical activity, especially if you aren't in very good shape. While taking up something new can be exciting, you can injure yourself if you don't train properly. Greg, 17, wanted an activity that would help him stay fit for school sports and decided to try running. I began by running alone. I trained hard trying to get in shape quickly, but then I developed a painful condition called shin splints, which happens when the muscles in the calf becomes stronger than the shin muscle. Then I learned about a beginner's running group that met twice a week. I decided to try it and quickly discovered that I much preferred running with a group rather than on my own. If I had known how much fun it would be, I would have joined right away. I have made a lot of friends in the group, and we hang out together even when we aren't running. We also have a great coach who shows us the best way to train for our fitness level so that we don't get injured. D. Ball. If you mention running to ball, 17, all you will get is an eye roll. If by fitness you mean using a treadmill or doing laps, I have one word for you: boring. I can't do the same thing over and over. Still, Ball thinks he is as fit as all his sporty friends, maybe even more so. How did he get there? My father took a martial arts class at a local gym last year, he says. At the time I thought it was funny. I didn't think he'd stick with it. But every time he came home from his class, he had a big smile on his face and was in such a good mood. Ball's father convinced him to go to the gym's open house. After trying a few different kinds of martial arts, Ball decided to take a Toe-Boo class. At first I was self-conscious, but I loved the moves and soon I was completely caught up in the moment. Now I look forward to the class every week. It is different to exercising and it is more exciting. If only my friends had given it a try too. Anyway, I hope that when they see how much I am enjoying myself, they will be inspired to get out of their comfort zone and off the couch. Now let's come to exercise 2, reading for jest. Read the text AD quickly and match them with the headings below. There is one extra heading which you do not need to use. Number 1. Not a real training program. D. Think hard before you choose a program. A. If lazy, you might need some discipline. B. There is no perfect fitness program. Nothing. More people, more fun. C. Number 3. Scanning for specific information. Read the text AD again and answer the questions 1 to 15. Write A, B, C, or D in the boxes. Which person talks about some of the risks associated with the fitness program? C. Says why peers may not be a good influence when it comes to getting in shape. B. refers to some of the benefits associated with making fitness a social activity. C. Talks about how family members can set a good example. D. Implies that some people may need a very structured program to get in shape. B. Gives information on what the ideal fitness program should do for a person. A. 7. Talks about the benefits of having a trainer to help you with your program. C. 8. Refers to taking up an activity to help stay fit for school sports. C. 9. Talks about a training program inspired by the military. B. Refers to a fitness opinion for someone who doesn't like traditional forms of exercise. D. 11. Mentions getting in shape for a program beforehand. B. Would like to be a good influence on friends. D. 13. Mentions a list of important factors to consider when creating a fitness program. A. 14. Refers to the difficulty some people have in fitting exercise into their busy schedules. B. 15. Felt uncomfortable about doing the activity at first. D. Exercise 4. Guessing the meaning of unknown words. Look at the following words from the text and choose the most suitable meaning A, B, or C. Number 1. Embarking on text A, line 15 means starting. 2. Chore, text A, line 18 means unpleasant task. 3. Skip text B, line 12, miss out on. 4. Condition, text C, line 17, illness. B. Match the highlighted phrasal verbs in the text with the meaning A, G. Number 1. End up. B. 2. Show up. D. 3. Cut out. G. 4. Take up. A. 5. Hang out. C. Stick with. E. 7. Be caught up. F. Thank you, my dear students, for listening. See you next lesson, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.